pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On second down, here's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The numbers for Evans a week ago. 10 catches, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. To throw, it's Brady. Caught on the slant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to throw it.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succum, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way. A big play there on the catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Hurts. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. That is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot.
He's got him in, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Escaping the... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even...
Let's go, fellas.
So that challenge, a successful one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll set up to throw.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hurts throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This time they stay on the ground. Fournette fighting through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You gotta be kidding me.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From midfield, here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brady going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his
touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
There's the stiff arm. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs ready to take over once again.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Going up top for Miller. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score. Game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Boy, turnover really would have... Helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Swinging this out for Pollard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touch, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st down, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's taken down inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Miller. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run with Madison. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they take a knee.